This is NOAA weather radio station KIH63 Orlando, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.475 MHz and serving the following counties: Orange, Lake, Osceola, Seminole, Polk, Brevard, and Volusia. Severe weather watches, warnings, and advisories for these counties and the marine area are preceded by alarm tones which activate specially built receivers. During severe weather, the routine broadcast is suspended in order to broadcast severe weather information. Broadcasts will be interrupted for immediate transmission of severe weather information as soon as it is issued. At all other times, station KIH63 will broadcast weather information in a cycle of selected products relevant to the station's broadcast coverage area. This broadcast will normally include the following products when available: public forecasts from the short term out to 5 days, hourly weather conditions and marine reports for selected locations in and around the broadcast area, marine forecasts out to 5 days for the intracoastal and coastal waters of the east central Florida coast from the Volusia-Brevard County Line to Sebastian Inlet out to 60 nautical miles, as well as the west wall and hazards for the Gulf Stream. Daily climate information is broadcast from 4 a.m. until 9 a.m., and again from 5 p.m. until 11 p.m. Civil emergency and public safety information are broadcast as it is received from local, state, and other federal agencies. If you have any questions about NOAA weather radio broadcasts or comments regarding our services, our mailing address is National Weather Service, 421 Croton Road, Melbourne, Florida, 32935. Our telephone number is 321-255-0212. And our website address is weather.gov/Melbourne. The current time is 7:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The forecast for the Orlando NOAA weather radio listening area. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, decreasing to 5 to 10 miles per hour in the late evening and overnight. Saturday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-60s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny late in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers in the late evening and early morning. Lows in the upper 60s. South winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Chance of rain 20%. Monday, partly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms late in the afternoon and towards sunset. Highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 20%. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. The 7 p.m. weather roundup. Orlando International Airport, under partly cloudy skies, temperature 75 degrees, dew point 58, humidity 55%, the wind east at 13 miles per hour. Pressure 29.98 inches and rising. Orlando Executive Airport, under clear skies, temperature 74 degrees, dew point 59, humidity 59%, the wind east at 12 miles per hour. Pressure 29.98 inches and rising. Elsewhere, Kissimmee, clear, temperature 76 degrees, Winter Haven, clear, temperature 77 degrees, wind east at 13 miles per hour. Lakeland, partly cloudy, temperature 77, wind east at 10 miles per hour. Sanford, with clear skies, 73 degrees, wind east at 8 miles per hour. Leesburg, with clear skies, 75 degrees, wind east at 9 miles per hour. DeLand, clear, 72, northeast wind at 7 miles per hour. Daytona Beach, partly cloudy, 74, northeast wind at 12 miles per hour. Melbourne, partly cloudy, temperature 75 degrees, wind northeast at 10 miles per hour. In Stewart, partly cloudy, 77. Ocala, clear, 76, northeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Tampa, partly cloudy, temperature 83, wind variable at 5 miles per hour. In Jacksonville, partly cloudy, 70, wind northeast at 7 miles per hour. Miami, mostly cloudy, 79, wind northeast at 13 miles per hour. Once again in Orlando, the temperature was 75 degrees, under partly cloudy skies. The latest marine reports. At the buoy 13 nautical miles northeast of Ponce Inlet, air temperature 76 degrees, northeast wind at 12 knots. At the buoy 13 nautical miles northeast of Ponce Inlet, water temperature 78, seas 5 feet with a period of 10 seconds. Scripps buoy 4 miles east of Port Canaveral, water temperature 78, seas 3 feet with a period of 11 seconds. At the buoy 20 nautical miles east of Cape Canaveral, air temperature 76 degrees and water temperature is 80. Seas 6 feet with a period of 11 seconds. At the buoy 8 nautical miles northeast of Fort Pierce Inlet, air temperature 77 degrees, northeast wind at 14 knots. At the buoy 6 nautical miles northeast of Fort Pierce Inlet, water temperature 80, seas 5 feet with a period of 10 seconds. Marine forecast for the following: coastal waters from the Volusia-Brevard County Line to Sebastian Inlet out to 20 nautical miles. Tonight, east winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 9 seconds. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. Saturday, east winds around 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 9 seconds and east 1 foot at 13 seconds. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. Saturday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 11 seconds and east 5 feet at 14 seconds. Mostly smooth on the intracoastal waters. Sunday, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 14 seconds and east 1 foot at 11 seconds. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. Sunday night, south winds around 10 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 12 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 10 seconds. Mostly smooth on the intracoastal waters. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Monday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northeast in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wave detail, northeast 4 feet at 12 seconds and east 1 foot at 10 seconds. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Mostly smooth on the intracoastal waters. Tuesday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. Tuesday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming west after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Mostly smooth on the intracoastal waters. Wednesday, north winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A moderate chop on the intracoastal waters. Wednesday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 feet. A light chop on the intracoastal waters. Winds and waves higher and near thunderstorms. Marine forecast for the following: waters from the Volusia-Brevard County Line to Sebastian Inlet extending from 20 to 60 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening. Small craft should exercise caution tonight. Tonight, east winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet. Wave detail, northeast 6 feet at 9 seconds and north 2 feet at 6 seconds. Saturday, east winds around 10 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 9 seconds and north 2 feet at 6 seconds. Saturday night, southeast winds around 10 knots. seas 5 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet. Wave detail, east 6 feet at 13 seconds and northeast 5 feet at 10 seconds. Sunday, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet. Wave detail, northeast 6 feet at 13 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 11 seconds. Sunday night, south winds around 10 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 5 feet at 12 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 10 seconds. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Monday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming north in the afternoon. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, northeast 4 feet at 12 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 10 seconds. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. A slight chance of showers. Monday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. A slight chance of showers after midnight. Tuesday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. A slight chance of showers in the morning. Tuesday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northwest after midnight. Seas 3 to 4 feet. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening. A slight chance of showers. Wednesday, north winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wednesday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. Gulf Stream hazards, seas 5 to 8 feet. The approximate location of the west wall of the Gulf Stream based on the real-time ocean forecast system as of Friday, October 17th, 2025. 51 nautical miles east of Ponce Inlet. 38 nautical miles east of Port Canaveral. 33 nautical miles east of Sebastian Inlet. 26 nautical miles east of Fort Pierce Inlet. 20 nautical miles east of St. Lucie Inlet. Rip current risk statement for the following counties: in Florida, coastal Volusia, mainland northern Brevard, mainland southern Brevard, northern Brevard Barrier Islands and southern Brevard Barrier Islands. High rip current risk remains in effect through late Sunday night. What? Dangerous rip currents. Where? Coastal Volusia, coastal Indian River, coastal St. Lucie, coastal Martin, mainland northern Brevard, northern Brevard Barrier Islands, mainland southern Brevard and southern Brevard Barrier Islands counties. When? Through late Sunday night. Impacts: rip currents can sweep even the best swimmers away from shore into deeper water. Rip currents are powerful channels of water flowing quickly away from shore, which occur most often at low spots or breaks in the sandbar and in the vicinity of structures such as jetties and piers. Heed the advice of lifeguards, beach patrol flags and signs. Entering the surf is strongly discouraged. If caught in a rip current, relax and float. Don't swim against the current. If able, swim in a direction following the shoreline. If unable to escape, face the shore and call or wave for help. The Orlando International Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., October 17th, 2025. Today's high temperature was 83 degrees. The normal high is 85. The record high is 95 degrees, which was set in 1925. Today's low temperature was 70 degrees. The normal low is 66. The record low is 47 degrees, which was set in 1943. A trace of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 2.94 inches. This is 0.64 inches above the normal amount of 2.30 inches for October. The total precipitation for the year now stands at 48.62 inches, which is 2.60 inches above normal. Sunset tonight is at 6:53 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 7:28 a.m. The Sanford Climate Summary for this evening, as of 5 p.m., October 17th, 2025. Today's high temperature was 82 degrees. The normal high is 85. The record high is 93 degrees, which was set in 2018. Today's low temperature was 67 degrees. The normal low is 66. The record low is 50 degrees, which was set in 1977. A trace of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 2.78 inches. This is 0.10 inches above the normal amount of 2.68 inches for October. The total precipitation for the year now stands at 39.41 inches, which is 4.88 inches below normal. Sunset tonight is at 6:53 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 7:28 a.m. The U.S. Space Force at Cape Canaveral has issued a local notice to mariners concerning a launch hazard area active on Sunday, October 19th, from 8:45 a.m. until 3:45 p.m. Booster rockets will fall into the ocean downrange. All vessels transiting the vicinity of Cape Canaveral are urged to stay outside of this area. Coast Guard vessels and Air Force helicopters will be patrolling the area. For updated information, listen to Marine Radio Channel 16 or call 321-868-4200. This concludes the U.S. Space Force Launch Hazard Area message. River flood warning for the following counties in Florida, Lake and Volusia. Flood warning remains in effect until further notice. What? Moderate flooding is occurring and moderate flooding is forecast. Where? St. Johns River near Astor. When? Until further notice. Impacts: at 3.0 feet, water approaches or may enter lowest homes on or near Wild Dog Road and nearby canals. Flooding reaches the parking lot of the Juneau Trail Apartments. Flooding on portions of Alligator Road and Holiday Road. Lowest lying yards along Blue Creek are flooded. Roads of Astor Landing Campground and Lake Dexter Boat Ramp begin to flood. Water enters lower homes closest to the river on McPherson Lane. Additional details: at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Friday, the stage was 3.2 feet. Bankville stage is 2.0 feet. Recent activity: the maximum river stage in the 24 hours ending at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Friday was 3.3 feet. Forecast: the river is expected to remain steady above flood stage at 3.2 feet today into early Saturday, falling slightly to 3.1 feet this weekend. Flood stage is 2.3 feet. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. Tropical weather outlook. Issued at 7:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of America, east of the Windward Islands in the Caribbean Sea, a tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic around 1,000 miles east of the Windward Islands continues to produce a large area of showers and thunderstorms. Gradual development of this system is possible over the next several days while it moves generally westward at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Regardless of development, this system is expected to bring heavy rainfall and gusty winds to the Windward Islands late this weekend and then move across the Caribbean Sea much of next week. Formation chance through 48 hours, low, near 0%. Formation chance through 7 days, low, 30%. North Atlantic, a non-tropical area of low pressure, is located well off the coast of the northeast United States. There is a slight chance that the system could develop some subtropical characteristics during the weekend before it turns northeastward over cooler waters by early next week. Formation chance through 48 hours, low, 10%. Formation chance through 7 days, low, 10%. Serving Orlando and vicinity, this is NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH63, the voice of the National Weather Service. This broadcast comes to you from the National Weather Service office in Melbourne, Florida, on a frequency of 162.475 megahertz. A required weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio Public Warning System is conducted each Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. If severe weather is expected, this test will be postponed until the following day.